When most people think about fitness, they picture a gym, rows of machines, mirrors, protein shakes, maybe somebody trying to add a little bit more weight to the bar than they can actually handle. There's nothing wrong with that, but off the grid living demands a different kind of strength. It demands useful strength. In reality, that living off the grid turns everyday life into physical work. Things like carrying water, hauling firewood, digging garden beds, repairing fences, maintaining equipment, walking through rough terrain, building structures. None of these tasks care about what your bench press is. They care about whether your body can keep up and keep going when the work needs to get done. A lot of people dream about becoming more self-reliant someday. They watch homesteading videos, The Walking Dead, survival channels, and preparedness content. But many forget one important truth. Your body is one of the most important survival tools. If your body can't keep up with the demands of off-the-grid living lifestyle, everything becomes harder. The good news is you don't need expensive equipment or fancy gym memberships to build off-the-grid fitness. In fact, many of the best exercises are simple, practical movements that directly translate into real-world survival and self-reliance. Thanks for tuning in to the Urban Warrior Podcast, your number one source for self-reliance, for survival and self-defense. I'm your host, B-Rock, and you see what that title is, 8 Ways to Build a Survival-Ready Body. If you like this type of content, you want more, make sure to like, subscribe, share, turn on post notifications, join the Discord community, join me live on Twitch and YouTube, and get your free copy of the Urban Warrior newsletter and e-magazine. Links are in the description on the official website. Without further ado, let's get it. The number one exercise you need to start doing to get ready to live off the grid is loaded carries. Loaded carries might be the single most useful exercise for off-the-grid living. Think about how many things you need to carry if you're living independently. Water buckets, firewood, animal feed, toolboxes, fuel containers, building materials, harvest baskets from the garden. The list goes on and on and on. What's interesting is that carrying heavy loads isn't just a grip exercise or a leg exercise. It's everything at once. Your core works to stabilize your body, your shoulders work to support the load, your legs keep you moving, your lungs and heart have to supply energy for the entire task. Look, a lot of people train muscles separately. Real life doesn't work like that. Real life requires multiple systems working together at the same time. You don't need fancy equipment either. Just grab a couple of buckets and fill them with sand, carry water jugs, load up some bags, use whatever you have available. So what you're going to want to do is walk 50 to 100 yards carrying a challenging amount of weight. You're going to repeat this several times. This is going to matter because loaded carries develop practical strength that directly transfer to everyday off-grid tasks. Number 2 that you're going to want to start doing is rucking. If loaded carries are king, rucking is probably queen. Rucking simply means walking with weights on your back. That's it, nothing fancy. The reason is so valuable. It's because it combines strength and endurance into one activity. Off-grid life often requires long periods of movement while carrying supplies. Maybe you're checking fences. Maybe you're gathering firewood. Maybe you're hiking to a water source. Whatever the situation, being able to move efficiently under load is a major advantage. A lot of modern fitness programs separate cardio and strength training. Off the grid doesn't. Your body needs to perform both at the same time. What you're going to want to do is start small. Put 15 to 20 pounds into a backpack and go for a walk. Once that becomes easy, increase either the distance or the weight. The goal isn't speed, it's about durability. So here's a tip. You're going to want to aim for 1 or 2 weighted walks every week. Why this matters? It's going to build cardiovascular endurance, leg endurance, and mental resilience while preparing you for real-world movement. Number 3, squats. Every time you pick something up from the ground, you're basically performing a squat. Think about collecting firewood, working in a garden, lifting storage containers, picking up tools, filling buckets. Off-the-grid life involves constant bending and lifting. Strong legs make every task easier. Unfortunately, many people neglect lower body training and end up with chicken legs because they focus on upper body appearance. The problem is that your legs are the engine of your body. Weak legs create limitations everywhere else. Bodyweight squats are a great place to start. If you have access to weights, add sandbags, dumbbells, kettlebells, or even a loaded backpack. One thing I like about squats is that they build strength while also improving mobility. That's important because off-the-grid tasks often requires awkward positions and uneven terrain. So here's a tip. Perform 3 to 4 sets of 10 to 20 reps depending on your fitness level. This is going to matter because strong legs improve lifting ability, endurance, balance, and injury prevention. If you're enjoying the content, check out the full Tactical Training Tuesday content on YouTube and join the Urban Warrior Survival community. Get access to survival training, preparedness content, fitness strategies, and practical self-reliance skills. Don't forget to grab your free monthly survival magazine and subscribe to the weekly newsletter at urbanwarriorsurvival.com. Now, on to number 4. Number 4 is deadlifts. If squats teach you how to lift from your lower positions, deadlifts teach you how to pick up things safely. This matters more than most people actually realize. Back injuries are common because people lift incorrectly. One bad lift while moving firewood or carrying supplies can create problems that last for months. Deadlifts teach proper mechanics. They strengthen your glutes, hamstrings, lower back, core, and grip. More importantly, they teach your body how to generate power from the hips rather than placing excessive strain on the spine. You don't need a barbell either. Sandbags, buckets, logs, rocks, and awkward objects are all capable of working perfectly well. In some ways, awkward objects may even be better because they resemble what you're actually going to encounter in everyday life. The goal isn't becoming a powerlifting champion. The goal is becoming capable. So here's a tip. Focus on perfect technique before increasing weight. This is going to matter because it's going to build total body strength while helping protect your back during physical labor. Number 5 is chopping movements. One of the biggest mistakes in fitness is only training forward and backward movements. Life doesn't happen in a straight line. Chopping wood, swinging tools, digging, moving debris, and many survival tasks involve rotation. Your body needs to be strong in multiple directions. This is where chopping exercises come in. Medicine ball slams, wood choppers, cable exercises, resistant band rotation, and sledgehammer workouts are all exceptional options. If you ever spent an afternoon splitting firewood, you already know how demanding these movements can be. They challenge your shoulders, core, hips, grips, and cardiovascular system simultaneously. The added benefit is that rotating training often improves athleticism and injury resistance. So here's a tip. Train both sides equally to prevent imbalances. This is going to matter because it develops practical power, rotational strength, and endurance for outdoor work. Number 6 is step-ups. Nature rarely gives you perfectly flat ground. You'll encounter hills, rocks, logs, ditches, slopes, and uneven surfaces. Your body needs to be prepared for all of it. That's why step-ups deserve a place in any off-grid training program. They're simple. Step up on a platform, step down, repeat. But don't let the simplicity fool you. Step-ups build leg strength, balance, coordination, and endurance. They also closely mimic climbing hills and navigating difficult terrain. One thing I really like about step-ups is that they're easy on the joints while still delivering a great workout. Use a steady, sturdy box, bench, step, or even a large rock if you're training outdoors. Here's an extra tip. Add a backpack or carry weight once body weight becomes easy. This is going to help you improve terrain navigation and prepare your legs for real-world movement in the wild. Number 7 is push-ups. Push-ups remain one of the greatest exercises ever created. No equipment, no gym, no excuses. They build chest strength, shoulder stability, arm endurance, and core control all at the same time. Off-grid life includes pushing wheelbarrows, moving equipment, and climbing obstacles, and performing countless tasks that require upper body endurance. Push-ups help prepare you for all of it. What's great is that they're infinitely scalable. Beginners can perform incline push-ups against a sturdy surface. Advanced trainees can use weighted backpacks for more challenging variations. Consistency matters more than complexity. A person who performs push-ups regularly for years will likely gain more benefit from someone who constantly searches for the latest fitness trend. So here's a tip. Focus on quality repetitions with full range of motion because it's going to help build practical upper body strength and muscular endurance. And last but not least, number 8 is crawling. Crawling is one of the most overlooked exercises in fitness. Most adults stop crawling when they're toddlers, and that's a mistake. Crawling develops shoulder stability, coordination, mobility, core strength, and full body coordination. It teaches your body how to move as a connected unit. In survival situations, crawling may also become necessary. Navigating confined spaces, moving under obstacles, or staying concealed can require low-profile movement. Even if you never need those skills, physical benefits are tremendous. Bear crawls are a great starting point. Forward crawls, backward crawls, and low crawls can all be added as your fitness improves. Don't be surprised if crawling feels harder than expected. Many people discover weaknesses they didn't even know they had. So here's a little tip. Add short crawling intervals at the end of your workouts. Why this is going to matter is because it's going to improve your mobility, coordination, and full body resilience. So I'm going to wrap this up by saying off the grid living isn't about having the biggest muscles or the most impressive gym numbers. It's about capability. It's about having a body that can handle real world work when real work needs to be done. Loaded carries prepare you for holding supplies. Rucking prepares you for covering distance. Squats and deadlifts build lifting power. Chopping movements develop rotational strength. Step ups prepare you for uneven terrain. Push ups build upper body endurance. Crawling movements improves your mobility and total body functioning. Together, these exercises create a foundation of practical fitness that supports self-reliance and preparedness. Remember, skills matter, knowledge matters, equipment matters, but none of those things are nearly as useful if your body can't support them. When systems fail, your skills stay with you, and your body is a tool that allows those skills to work, so train accordingly. Before I get out of here, the last thing I'm going to say is this. The world changes fast, systems fail, jobs disappear, technology breaks, but the skills you build into yourself today can never be taken away from you. That's what Urban Warrior Survival is really about. It's not about just preparing you for the worst case scenarios. It's about becoming more capable, more resilient, and more self-reliant in everyday life. Every skill you learn, every workout you complete, every challenge you overcome, and every lesson you apply makes you harder to defeat when life gets difficult. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be an expert. You don't need expensive gear. You don't need to have everything figured out. What matters is taking action, staying consistent, and becoming a little stronger every day. So join the tribe. If you find this information helpful and want more practical survival skills, mental mastery training, tactical fitness advice, preparedness strategies, and real-world self-reliance content, make sure to join the Urban Warrior Survival newsletter. Inside, you'll get survival tips and training guides, exclusive articles and resources, updates on new videos, podcasts, and live streams, preparedness and self-reliance strategies, special subscriber-only content. So make sure to visit the website at urbanwarriorsurvival.com and sign up for free. If you enjoy this content, share it with a friend, family member, or fellow warrior who is serious about becoming more prepared and capable. And if you're listening to the podcast, be sure to follow, rate, and review the show. It helps more people discover the tribe and support the mission of spreading practical skills and self-reliance. Until next time, keep training, keep learning, and keep building the skills that create freedom. This is Urban Warrior Survival. Building tribes, not trends. This is B-Rock signing out. Until next time, peace.